Got to.
Hey, welcome to Bondurant, Iowa, for our conference home game between the Bondurant for our Bluejays and the Ballard Bombers. Patrick Meyer here with Chad Carlson on the call. How you doing, Chad?
Doing great, Patrick. If you're going to start conference play, this is home play. This is the way to do it, right?
Right. Starting with really a kind of a potential top of the conference battle. Ballard was the state champ last year. Bondurant was a state qualifier last year. So two high-powered teams. Both lost a lot of great seniors last year, obviously, but bringing back quite a bit of talent and should be looking for a really good game.
Absolutely. Both teams return a couple of key contributors from last year's very, very successful squads. And in the Raccoon River Conference and most of our girls' sports, teams aren't just playing for conference championships. They have bigger and better things in mind. Both of these teams making it to the state tournament last year. The Bluejays, of course, bowing out in a tough-fought first-round loss, and Ballard going all the way to a state title in Class 4A, and they just have great tradition, and I know that's where Coach Anderson aspires to be, where every year you're competing for conference and state championships.
Definitely. So as we get going with starting lineups, they're reading them in-house. We'll go ahead and give them to you here as well. The Ballard Bombers are going to be starting number 2, Lily Beal, number 4, Brooke Levy, number 12, Meg Reitz, number 25, Kylie Rigby, and number 44, Lily Hillebrand. And for the Bluejays, you're going to have number 2, Mia Miller, senior guard, number 3, Peyton Meyer, junior guard, number 30, Tiana Keys, a junior guard, number 41, Chesney Steenhook, sophomore forward, and number 55, senior Caitlin Lappy. Bluejays coming into this game 1-1. They lost a tough one to Winterset on Friday night. Bombers coming in at 3-1 overall, 1-0 in conference. So really just getting started, obviously, in the season and in the conference. So there's rankings out there, but I'm not going to mention them because what do rankings mean when you haven't played games?
I don't think they mean a whole lot this time of year unless you're in the college football playoffs. That's probably about the time of year that it matters. But
if your name is Bama?
Yeah, and I know I spoke with Coach Anderson earlier today. He was disappointed with the 10-point loss at Winterset the other night, but feels like his team's ready to bounce back.
We'll step away from the national anthem here real quick. Kickoffs. Transition in season still.
That could happen.
A little slow. Hey, let's keep it all on the up and up on all the flagrants and everything. We've seen some crazy activity the last week or two in high school sports. So thankfully not with either one of these programs, and we'll keep it that way tonight. But we getting an early look on some of the Bondurant team here. Caitlin Lappy, obviously a key returnee, going to finish near the top, if not the top rebounder in 4A probably again. Going to be a high scorer. Mia Miller, great with the assist, but the Blue Jays lost a lot of shooters from last year's squad. So looking for some of the girls to step up and really fill that role, hitting open jumpers and three-pointers and continue to contribute that way.
Yeah, and that's really going to have to be done by committee because I think it's going to be maybe somebody a little bit different every night. and that's okay because somebody's going to have to take those double and triple team pressures off of Caitlin Lappy.
So Lappy's tip gets into the hands of Levy. Levy with the ball. Tayana looks to push it away into the hands of Beal, though. Beal over to Rigby. Rigby to Hillebrand. Pass attempt blocked by Mia Miller. Back in the hands of Levy. Bombers shooting for three. It's good from Kylie Rigby. Good ball movement around the outside there. Miller now looking to set up the offense for the Blue Jays. Lappy setting up high. Looking for something to do with it.
Yeah, really seeing kind of a sagging man-to-man. A nice back screen by Chesney Steenhook to get Lappy opened up there.
Levy bringing it up court. Reeds back to Levy. Levy hits the cutter underneath Hillebrand. Back out to Beal. Beal sends it across. Levy's open under the bucket. And the layup's no good. Rebound Chesney Steenhook. Miller brings it up.
Both teams opening up in a man-to-man defense. Ballard really sagging into the lane.
Count out to Meyer. Meyer looking to get to the basket. Drive, right hand up is off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Beal.
Ooh, I think she traveled.
Shot is good.
Oh, goodness.
Rigby for three.
Try not to editorialize too much, but that was a little bit of an extra shuffle into her shot there.
Miller cross court to Meyer. Meyer's going to set the three. Good.
Good answer from Peyton Meyer there. Sometimes answering a three with the three is, really a thing that kind of demoralizes your opponent sometimes.
Tay gets the tip, but back into Beal's hand. Now Hillebrand up to the hoop. No good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Levy. Levy for three. Off the front of the rim. And they're going to call foul. 25, Rigby, her first.
And a nice job there, again, by Peyton Meyer on the defensive end to get the block out. I thought maybe they were going to call her for a foul there for a second, but Rigby was assessed there.
Bombers set up in a press here now. Blue Jays get it ahead to Tayana. Tayana now Lappy running the court over to Miller. Miller into Lappy. Double team out to Tayana. Tayana for three. Off the rim.
Real good look. Real good look there.
Rigby bringing it up the court this time. Over to Hillebrand. Over to Beal. To Levy. Levy has a path to the basket. Steenhook steps in front. Shot no good. Rebound Caitlin Lappy.
Chesney Steenhook really bothered that shot there and changed the trajectory of it. Great defense by her to hold her ground.
Miller now setting up. He got two post players there. Steenhook down low. Lappy up high. Good boxing. It kind of fronting from Beal there to Tayana with the reverse layup. No good. Meyer to Miller. Blue Jays now going to actually Miller throw up the shot. Couple pump fakes and goes with it herself. I had no expectation of her shooting that ball. Reed's trying to get to the basket. Hillebrand over to Rigby. Rigby for three. Going to be short. Rebound Reeds. And that ball is out of bounds. And they're going to say off bounds. Oh. Other officials going to override off a Blue Jay bomber ball.
And that's the correct call. So now I've balanced out my bias.
Oh, and ball in quick. Nobody was covering Kylie Rigby, and she got a quick two. Press broken. Pass to Tayana. Tayana, real good ball handler, real good shooter. Into Steenhook. Steenhook for two. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Reeds. Reeds now looking to get around Lappy. Hillebrand for three is good.
That's just typically what you see from a Bomber team. You see five players on the court that can all shoot the ball. If they're wide open, they're going to get a good look.
Miller finds Meyer cutting across the middle. Kicks it out to Steenhook. Steenhook for two, just off the rim again. Rebound by Rigby. Over to Beal. Beal out to Levy. Levy drives towards the hoop and gets left open, but isn't able to convert. Meyer with the rebound.
Pretty fortunate there for the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Tayana going to drive to the hoop again. Little shuffled over to Caitlin Lappy. Shot up, no good. Lappy with the rebound. Probably missed a foul, maybe two. So that shot did not happen.
A lot of action there under the basket. Reitz picked up the foul there. I think the Ballard sideline wanted a travel or a jump ball instead of the foul that Coach Anderson wanted. And
Hannah Green checking in for Chesney Steenhook. And 21 is Aaliyah Thompson in for the Bombers. And 34 is Paige Noe for the Bombers. Meyer with the ball. Looking to get around Miller's screen. Hannah Green back to Meyer. Meyer out to Miller. Lappy looking to get down low, but being pushed out a little bit.
Nice
Goes for the up and under. Nowhere to go, though. Good defense by the Bombers. And Reitz is able to come away with the rebound. Shot up. Who was that?
That was Thompson, Aaliyah Thompson with the two.
Just trying to make a note quick, and they scored too fast. Lappy trying to run through the lane, has it tipped away, and the Bombers are going to get called for a double dribble.
Just got in a little bit of hurry, and I think the pressure is causing the Blue Jays to kind of hurry themselves up a little bit. They just need to patiently break that, get some looks in their half-court offense, kind of settle in, let Mia Miller kind of run the show, and I think Kate Lappy will get some good looks in the paint if they would just kind of show that patience.
Baumgartner in now for the Bombers. Green with the ball, hits Lappy coming around. Lappy for a free throw, short. Rebound, Mia Miller. Miller with a Euro step for two.
Nice move by Mia Miller. Real good patience, showing some nifty offensive skills down there in the paint.
Levy with the ball, gets it down low. Kicked out to Rigby. Rigby for three, no good. Caitlin Lappy had the ball, had it knocked away. They're going to say off a Bomber.
Yep, rebound to Lappy for that.
Rebound to Lappy.
Good box out. She's going to get a little breather here. I think the pace is dictating that she might need a little quick one.
Well, and you want to keep her fresh.
Absolutely.
Miller cross court to Tayana. Tayana driving to the hoop. Layup up and good.
Boy, Tayana Keys really showing some athleticism coming across the lane and finishing at the basket.
It's really been the key to the press break right now as she's floating across the opposite side. Miller's making the long pass, but it's working out so far. Rigby looking to get to the hoop. Over to Thompson. Thompson to Noe. Up top, back out to Noe. Tayana able to avoid the foul apparently. Rigby with the ball. A lot of passing, finally finding a shot they like. No good from Baumgartner. Rebound, Chesney Steenhook. Meyer going to bring it up court. Over to Miller. Miller to dump off to Steenhook. Steenhook gets it kind of stuck on her hip. Blocked by Baumgartner and jump ball. That should be Blue Jay ball. Rigby coming out for the Bombers. Lappy coming back in. Peyton Meyer going out. Blue Jays making a offensive adjustment. You got the ball under your hoop. Probably put your best scorer underneath the hoop right there.
A lot of substitutions, Patrick. I'm glad you're keeping track of all of this.
If I say the names enough, I sometimes remember them. Green with the ball into Steenhook. Good double team over there. That was Hillebrand coming across, stealing it away. Levy for three. No good. Surprisingly off from her. Tayana Keys comes away with the rebound. 35 seconds left here in the half. Lappy up, no good. And rebound Bombers. Baumgartner with the ball. And they're going to get the travel call there.
Hey, really a nice job by Brooklyn Baumgartner down on the other end, guarding Lappy, just staying straight up, walling up as the college coaches call it, and just making sure that she doesn't get an easy path to the basket, make her shoot over the top of her. And she's a long, lengthy young lady herself.
Just under 15 seconds here. Tayana with the ball over to Hannah Green. Tries to get to Miller underneath. tipped away. Steenhook tries to throw it across to Lappy, but that ball's taken away. Levy's going to try and score with 4, 3, 2, 1. Dump off to Baumgartner, 2-point. Great transition bucket there by the Bombers. And we're going to go to the end of the first quarter. Bombers 15, Blue Jays 11.
There's a lot up and down, a lot of fast-paced action there. Yeah. And again, I don't know if that's really to Bondurant Ferrar's liking. I know Mia Miller in transition making decisions is always a positive thing, probably off missed shots, but against that pressure, kind of frenetic pace, I think Bondurant Ferrar is better served to maybe try to get the ball into Kaylin Lappy. And it's going to take a lot of patience and we got to keep in mind we've got 2, 3, sometimes 4 sophomores getting some action out there, and they're still adjusting to the pace, of getting a little bit of action as freshmen maybe, or playing JV basketball or freshman basketball and stepping into really a perennial top 10 opponent in Ballard.
Right.
And hey, we're down 15-11. There's an easy way to get some things fixed right now, and just keep believing in yourselves. But we've seen a couple of different girls in Rigby and Hillebrand hit 3-point shots for Ballard. And as long as they don't start going crazy out there, I like your chances of staying in the game and making it a paint game.
Yeah, definitely agree on that. They have their 3-point shooters, definitely. They can hit it, but we'll see if the Blue Jays can stay in this here, get their offense working. Lappy has just 2 points in the first quarter, which might be the low of about a year and a half. Hillebrand for 3 is good.
That's her second 3 of the night.
Yeah.
So two girls with a pair of 3-pointers out there.
Steenhook back over to Miller. Miller looking to set up this offense now. Steenhook with the strings, and Miller gets cut off, nowhere to go, and it's going to be knocked away by the Bombers. Blue Jay ball.
Good job with this officiating crew, working together. Nobody's in a hurry to make a call. They're going to get some eye contact and get the call right. Always appreciated by
certainly
coaches.
A balance on that, though, between how long you wait to make the call, too.
Absolutely.
Miller into Lappy. Lappy settles in, goes up for 2, and good. Good patience.
Yeah, that's the difference right there. She showed a lot of patience, let the defender get up in the air a little bit.
Hillebrand for 3. That one's luckily off. Tayana going to get the rebound. Can't be leaving her open. Clearly she's already established that she can hit that. Miller feeds Lappy in.
Oh, great
and
position.
The 2-point bucket. Great pass, great bucket.
Great position. That was a post clinic right there. And Meg Reitz had the learning, and Lappy was the teacher.
First timeout, Bombers, I believe. Through just into the second quarter. Blue Jays 0 fouls, and the Bombers 2. So no real foul trouble at this point. Bombers have had, I believe, 10 ladies on the court. Blue Jays 6. Which much more of a concern if you start getting in foul trouble.
Yep, for sure. And talking to Coach Anderson today, he said we might see a little bit of Lauren Osborne on the floor. We could also see Carolyn Miller getting some action. And really, the bench is open. I mean, anybody could step up and get some minutes if needed.
Reitz with the ball, looking to make a move around Lappy. Out to Rigby. Rigby for 3 is good. Her third.
That's a problem. That's a problem when they start knocking down threes, because they do cut so well, they move so well, and it's hard to keep track of shooters when a team's running that kind of motion offense.
Lappy working on a double team, and it's going to get called for the travel.
Yeah, Kate maybe forcing the action a little bit there. Maybe a quick dump out to the wing and a quick repost. Just, again, got in a little bit of hurry.
Beal's open under the hoop. We're just not seeing everybody now.
No, we're sure not. And then Coach Anderson's frustrated, calls a timeout. And really, when you're in that man-to-man defense, you just want to make sure you're matched up. That's the easiest way to give up a quick bucket, is just not knowing who's guarding who. And when they're substituting a lot, sometimes it's hard to keep track of that. So that's communication. and it's more often seen this time of year than it is in February.
We've had a couple plays there where they've been able to get somebody open under the hoop, and definitely something correctable. So as we enter this timeout, a good opportunity to thank Bird's Nest as our sponsor for the basketball games this season. They were also the sponsor for football, so great local business partner, and we really appreciate what they do with the students here in town and their support of Blue Jay athletics.
I'm a big fan of the Bird's Nest. I'm just going to throw that out there. Yeah, great partner of the school district, and just do everything first class, and really locked into being a part of the community.
Super convenient location too, directly across from the elementary school.
Perfect.
So Blue Jays come out of that timeout with Lappy, Miller, Meyer, Steenhook, and Green on the court.
Let's see if we get a little post set for Kate Lappy.
Lappy with it. Looking for the handoff now, going to try to get to the hoop. Triple teamed and able to have the ball tipped away by Levy.
And they are matched up now.
Levy, Beal, Rigby, Reitz, and Hillebrand on the court. And Beal's going to get called for the travel. And just like that, Noe's going to come in. Beal's coming out. Miller bringing the ball up court. Levy on her. Meyer looking for an option to pass to. Doesn't see what she wants. Gives it out to Steenhook near the top. Over to Green. Swings it over to Lappy. Back out to Miller now trying to reset.
They're running a flex offense, just trying to get a back cut from the weak side.
Lappy now single team. Turnaround skyhook. No good. Rebound by Reitz. Reitz now going to try to get to the hoop. Lappy tried to draw the foul or draw the charge, not quite able to slide her feet in there, and the bucket is good.
Just did not get there quick enough, and Reitz with that left hand got her on her hip and got to the basket and finished.
Free throw attempt is also good. Reitz with 3 points now. First foul on the Blue Jays, first foul on Lappy. Blue Jays need to get some offense going to avoid getting this thing in trouble. Meyer driving to the hoop, dumps off to Steenhook nicely, and good.
Yeah,
good assist.
Really nice job by Peyton Meyer.
Ball up now, Thompson. Levy with the ball coming around. Backdoor cut from Rigby. Up and no good. Hannah Green with the rebound. Meyer going to look to get it into Lappy. Lappy single team on Reitz. Dumps it off to Miller. Coming back out top. Miller up for two. No good. Tipped by Lappy and controlled by Hillebrand.
Kate's really working hard there on the offensive glass, and when you do that, things usually pay off.
Great pass up ahead to Reitz. Reitz with the left-handed shot up and good. Bombers can score.
Yeah, and Reed's second leading scorer returning from last year's team, averaged a little over 6 a game. And again, that left hand in the post is always a little plus.
Green's pass throws away to Levy. Levy for the layup and good. Almost had it go away again. Miller coming up court. 4-on-4. Turnaround up. Blocked by, that was Thompson, or not Thompson, that was Noe. And Levy with the good pump fake, but no good on the shot. Reitz is able to get the rebound, throws it out top. Rigby with the ball. Dumps it off to Noe. Over to Levy. Everything calming down a little bit. Reitz with the good cut. No good. Lappy tips it to herself. Trying to take it the course of the. And pulls it back out, hands it to Green. Miller at the top now looking over to coach for advice. Lappy setting screens. Miller for three, short. Steenhook is on the line when she attempts to save it. Blue Jays going to bring in Lauren Osborne and Tiana Keys. Hannah Green and Caitlin Lappy coming out for the Bombers. Hildebrand coming out and Baumgartner coming back in.
I think a good time for a substitution too, Patrick, because right now Ballard looks like the fresher team. They're building on their lead, and it's time to get some fresh bodies in the game.
Baumgartner turnaround up, no good. Steenhook with good defense, but Levy's able to get the rebound. Rigby for three. Off and over the backboard, thankfully.
I think Rigby has a little shuffle in her shot every time, and I'm not sure, well, what do I know?
Meyer at the top key. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Osborne with the ball over to Teana. Teana going to look to make a shuffle, and Meyer for three. Good! Peyton Meyer, her second three-pointer.
And you know, they took a few seconds off the clock. They made the defense work. That's really what you have to do. You can't play with that much pace.
Baumgartner gets the bucket, gets Steenhook on the foul. Good job just backing herself down there and setting up low.
Yeah, she just got way too deep in the paint. Chesney allowed her to kind of back herself down there, and again, that's something she's going to get better and better at, denying that deep entry pass.
Beal in for the Bombers. Baumgartner, free throw attempt is good. 5 points on the game for her. The 6'2 sophomore getting her early start in the scoring. Osborne having a hard time getting away from Reitz. Pass no good. Into Osborne's hands. Being a little careless with the ball maybe. Meyer over to Osborne.
Meyer looking for the heat check there, I thought. She got fouled by Beal on trying to cut through the lane. So again, really important point in the game, Patrick. 2 minutes left. You don't want to let that lead grow anymore.
Right.
If you're the Blue Jays, you want to keep it around that 10, 12-point mark. Work the offense, stay patient, make Ballard play defense for more than 20, 25 seconds. Good things will happen.
Would they just call that on?
I think they called it on Mia Miller.
Mia, okay.
Yeah, little moving screen, trying to free Kate Lappy open on the inbounds play.
Yeah, maybe. Beal with the ball, looking to get to the hoop. Now trying to feed Baumgartner. And Meyer turns around and tries to steal it away and gets the jump ball call.
Nice job. Peyton Meyer's giving a little spark to this team right now. Making some nice passes, hitting a couple of threes, a little spark on defense. She's really doing a nice job out there. And again, big possession to cut that lead down, get a little closer to halftime, keep the game manageable into the second half.
Miller trying to use Lappy's screen, throws it in. Lappy with the ball, has it blocked. Levy coming up the court.
Not matched up again.
Shuffles it into Baumgartner. Ball up, no good. Where?
Steenhook.
Miller.
Nope. Wrong. I'm wrong again.
That's what I saw him staring at Miller, so I wasn't sure.
That's her second quick one on Mia Miller.
Boy. It was a late enough whistle, I wasn't exactly sure what he called. Baumgartner's first shot is good. Blue Jays bring in Green and Osborne. Bombers break. I think Rigby was the one that came back in. Baumgartner's second shot up and good. 7 points for her.
Nice touch from their post player.
Meyer now with the ball over to Teana. Teana looking for Osborne underneath. Now going to get it out to Lappy. Lappy trying to work around the screen. Long two is, they called it a three.
Ooh, goodness.
I'm pretty sure that was incorrect, but we'll count it anyway.
Checking out the replay right now.
Shot up and good. 3-point response from Meg Reitz.
I think Lappy was behind the line.
Was she?
Yep.
Okay. I swore that right foot was on there. Meyer for a long three. Off the rim, no good. Osborne tried to get the rebound, but Reitz is able to come away with it. 30 seconds on the clock. Ahead to Rigby. Rigby for two. Calling a clean block by Peyton Meyer out of bounds. Going to stay Bomber ball. I'm not sure if the coach is very vocal, but I'm not sure if he's mad at the official or just trying to coach from the edge.
I think his team. See if they play for one shot here under 25 seconds to go.
Levy with the ball. Over to Reitz. Reitz and Levy both returning starters for the Bombers. Levy looking to get to the hoop with the 8 seconds on the count. High to Baumgartner, no good. Lappy with the ball, 4 seconds, and she's just going to hold it. Tay's going to throw it. It's going to be late anyway. No.
Nice job by Lauren Osborne defensively there on that last possession. Again, walling up and just playing good defense, making it tough to get the ball over the top.
So we're going to head into halftime. Blue Jays trailing the Bombers 23-38. We'll step aside here for a little bit for halftime, and we'll come back and we'll pick up second half, maybe fill you in with some stats, and take it from there. So go refill your drinks and take a bathroom break. Welcome back to almost the end of halftime here between the Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays and the Ballard Bombers. Bombers got the head start here in this first half, 38. Blue Jays 23. Blue Jays going to look to come back here in the second half. Bombers being led by Meg Reitz with 8 points, including 2 3-pointers and 3 rebounds. Brooklyn Baumgartner with 7 points, a couple from the free throw line, actually 3 from the free throw line. And Lily Hillebrand with 6 points, both 3-pointers. Blue Jays being led scoring-wise by Caitlin Lappy with 9 points and 5 rebounds. Peyton Meyer with 6 points, both 3-pointers. Mia Miller with 4. Chesney and Tiana both with 2. So Blue Jays got some work to do offensively here to get back in this game. Foul trouble, Mia Miller with 2 fouls in the first half. Chesney and Caitlin both with 1. For the Bombers, Lily Beal, Meg Reitz, and Kylie Rigby all have 1.
And really, as you look at the score sheet, some nice contributions from every one of the Blue Jays on the floor. There were just some moments in the game where they let the pace impact the game in terms of just giving up some quick buckets, maybe turning the ball over early, taking it too early of a shot. I think we're going to look for a little more patient team here in the second half, and it looks like a 2-3 zone also.
Hillebrand with the ball, working around the top. Rigby back to Hillebrand. Hillebrand, I'm surprised she didn't pull that the way she shot in the first half. Levy now with the ball. Pump fake and drive. Kicks it out to Rigby. Over to Beal. Beal for 3 is off. And Hillebrand's able to get in there for the rebound. You got Levy now with the ball. Cuts back to the left. Meyer on her. Over to Rigby. Blue Jays dropping back now, a little less pressure out there when they're 3 steps behind the 3-point line.
Yep, I think it's the goal is to kind of slow down that cutting motion game and kind of be able to keep track of shooters a little bit better. The problem you run into is dribble penetration and then what we saw earlier, a quick offensive rebound.
Reitz up quick with the shot, and Lappy's able to get the rebound, and then they're going to get a quick foul on Beal, which will be her second.
So that first defensive possession, Ballard took over a minute at a time off the clock. So really kind of what Bondurant Farrar wanted, and that.
Miller with the feed to Chesney Steenhook for 2. Really that same Lappy play that you saw in the first half, just getting the good post-up position and letting Mia drop it in right underneath the hoop. Bombers going to take a timeout, their first of this half. So Blue Jays dropping into a zone. I'm trying to remember if we did that much last year. I don't feel like we had a ton of it, but that was a year ago and some different kids as well. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, a whole lot of that. What we do see is head coach Kelly Anderson over at, on the Ballard side showing a little displeasure with his team coming out of the gates, and Bondurant Farrar cutting that 15-point lead into 13. You can't get it all back at once, so just chip away.
You really want to make sure you're in single digits when fourth quarter starts. Rigby with the shot, no good. Rebound to Leah Levy up and good. Foul, it's going to be on Steenhook, which will be her second.
Chesney was in the right spot to rebound. She just didn't get a good box out, and Levy snuck in there, got the rebound and the easy putback.
And the free throw is good for Levy. Her 5th point. Ball ahead to Meyer. Meyer looking to kick it out to Tiana. Keys for 3. No good, air ball. She went down. I'm not sure if she just landed funny. Bombers tried throwing it ahead to Rigby, but a little too far out. Ball out of bounds. Going to be coming back to the Blue Jays. Tiana's up, so it looks to be fine.
Yep, a little frustrated. Thought maybe she got undercut as the Bomber was boxing her out there.
I was following the ball more than I was following her landing, so I can't really say a whole lot about it. Meyer with the ball. Pull up over to Steenhook. Steenhook trying to drive. Gets around the corner, puts it up. No good. Rebound, Beal.
Nice move by Chesney. She's just got to finish that thing off.
Reeds for three. Is good. Some things look the same in the second half as the first. Her ability to hit a three did not change. Miller with the good feed to Chesney. Chesney for two. And the foul.
Again, really good job by Chesney Steenhook to get position. She looks a little shook up there, but
foul is going to be on Meg Reitz. That is her second. Steenhook to the line. Hannah Green coming in for the Blue Jays. Peyton Meyer going out. And Brooklyn Baumgartner coming in. Lily Beal going out for the Ballard Bombers.
And I like the adjustment Coach Anderson made there, really making an effort to look for Chesney Steenhook, kind of take some of the pressure in the post off of Caitlin Lappy. She makes her free throw. She's going to go out for a little breather, but really a nice job by them coming out of the gates to get her involved early and maybe take a little pressure off of Caitlin Lappy.
Osborne in for her. Hillebrand over to Levy with the ball. Rigby out to Levy. Blue Jays still in that zone. Feed into Baumgartner. Turnaround up and no good. Rebound Lauren Osborne. And Miller pushing ahead. Levy trying to take that ball from behind. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Levy. Maybe Mia rushed that a little bit, thinking she might be fouled if she went up for it.
Yeah, and she was kind of getting bodied up going down the floor too.
Yeah.
I thought they maybe could have called that.
Tana with the swipe, but the ball goes out of bounds. Good little entry pass to Reitz. Back out to Levy. Levy making a move around. Hillebrand in the corner for three. Is off. No good. Caitlin Lappy with the rebound. Miller pushes ahead to Keys. Keys, step back. Dangerous pass to Miller. And they're going to evaluate. And they're going to say Bomber ball. Might have went off the ref out of bounds, but as opposed to being off a Blue Jay, but that's not an option. So no. Hillebrand looking to get the ball in. Reeds to Baumgartner now. Back out and over to Rigby. Rigby for an open three. Off the rim, no good. Baumgartner rebound up and good.
Good ball movement. Led to an open three. Led to an easy offensive rebound and a putback.
Miller, entry to Lappy. Lappy drops shoulder, up and no good. Reitz with the rebound. Reitz kicks it out. Levy for three, no good. Osborne with the, Osborne fights away with the rebound. And they called a delayed walk.
Yep, she went to her knees, so that becomes a travel. Working hard, playing hard down under there. Lauren Osborne always finding a loose ball, a defensive rebound.
Just trying to avoid the tie-up, too, with Baumgartner.
Yep.
Cross-court, Hillebrand. Back to Reitz. Over to Levy, back to Reitz. And Hillebrand now for the open three. Off and no good. Steenhook was there, knocked away by Levy, out of bounds, Blue Jay ball.
Brooke Levy's really a nice, obviously leading returning scorer for the Bombers, but just really does a nice job running the offense for her team. You know,
her effort tonight hasn't been in the points.
No,
either.
She's just playing a great floor game. She's distributing the ball, making some nice rebounds, just controlling the tempo of this game. Two of the better point guards, I would say, in Class 4A we're seeing here tonight.
Green drops it off to Osborne. Osborne over to Miller. Miller feeds Steenhook, but that ball's just a little bit too far. Rigby comes away with the ball. Almost threw it right back to Miller, but Levy ends up with the ball. Kicks it over to Baumgartner. Baumgartner with a good pump fake up and good.
Levy there again, running the floor, getting her teammates involved. Great assist over there to Baumgartner.
And they're going to call Lauren Osborne with an offensive foul. She was turned posting up and apparently was too aggressive with it. And Caitlin's going to come back in. Osborne going out.
See if they can kind of return to that 1-2 post punch here with both Steenhoek and Lappy back in the game together.
And Reitz in the corner for three. No good, air ball. Steenhoek with the rebound. Bombers have a lot of girls attacking the basket on every shot. And so it's really putting the Blue Jays in a tough spot on some of those rebounds where they feel like they have to maybe over effort trying to clear the ball. Miller shot up, no good. It's going to be off Rigby, staying the Blue Jay ball. We got Hillebrand coming back in and Aaliyah Thompson coming in for the Bombers. Reitz and Rigby out.
You know, good teams make you get out of what you want to do, and right now that's what the Bombers are doing to the Blue Jays, really forcing us to play at a pace that we don't want to play at, a little out of control.
Meyer shot up and no good. Foul, I believe, is going to be on Hillebrand, which will be her first. Meyer going to the line. Long on the first attempt. And the Bombers are sending a multitude of girls down there trying to work on our post players and effectively. I mean, Aaliyah Thompson was there trying to post her, keep Chesney Steenhoek out of the lane, and it worked. Baumgartner with the rebound. Levy trying to work around her. Into Baumgartner, out to Hillebrand, who finds Levy now back at the top.
Ooh,
loses
she might
the ball.
have carried the ball there.
Now Hillebrand with Thompson at the top. Hits Levy on the cut, who's too far under the hoop, and three Blue Jays made contact with it, all knocking it away from each other, and the ball's going to stay in the Ballard hands.
That's just kind of the night it's been. You finally force a turnover, and you can't execute to get the possession going in your favor.
Brooke Levy coming out. Kylie Rigby coming in for the Bombers. Paige Noe came in for the Bombers. I missed that. So Baumgartner with the bucket. She's real difficult down there.
Yeah, and she's coming off the bench too, so that shows you the caliber of ball club that Ballard has.
I'm not sure she's coming off the bench for long.
Well, I think it depends on what they need.
That could be. Lappy's shot is blocked there by Baumgartner, depending on which fan you ask. Hillebrand over to Rigby. Bombers getting more motion in here, which is messing up the zone a little bit.
I think the Blue Jays are out of their zone now and back into man-to-man.
I just saw Mia hanging out in the middle, so I was little debating on whether it was or not.
Yep.
Miller up and good. Kind of a dangerous drive because there was a girl set up there trying to draw the charge, but she's able to get it to go. Foul is on Paige Noe, her first.
Now we're going to see Carolyn Miller for the first time tonight. I know she got some time during the JV game, so she's probably on a little bit of a quarter limit, but she checks in for the first time. Mia Miller, see if she can complete this and one.
Miller shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Baumgartner with the rebound. Bombers pushing the pace, but Hillebrand slows it up. And a little contact there at the top. Levy now looking to set up the offense again. Hannah Green out on her. Levy with the good drive, left hand up. No good. Baumgartner's there for the putback. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Bombers 52, Blue Jays 30.
Well,
not the quarter you wanted.
No, not what we wanted to see. Down 15 at half, and Ballard able to extend that lead out to 22. Right now you're just playing one possession at a time. It sounds a little bit like coach speak. I think I used to be one of those, so I can say that. But really, you just want to grind through every possession, see if you can get a quality shot. That's the goal. Get a quality shot, and then on the defensive end, make Ballard work. Probably not likely that they're going to give up a 22-point lead here in the fourth quarter, but how much can you chip away at that? Can you get some quality possessions? Can you start to make yourself feel a little bit better about going into Friday night's game and just looking for improvement?
And overall, you got a little bit of just trying to figure out your identity this season. I mean, obviously you're still going to be running the majority of your offense through the post, so you know that part, but kind of figuring out each girl where their contribution is going to be from, whether it's going to be outside shooting, stellar defense, what it is that you're bringing to the table, and how can you improve and make that even a bigger piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, and I think Coach Anderson knows full well that every team is going to focus on taking Caitlin Lappy away from them.
You'd be crazy not to. Lappy, as she goes up for that 2-point bucket that was well defended.
They're going to call foul
on Meg Reitz
after the shot. Lappy's first bucket of the second half. I think they just got tangled up. But
yeah, I'm not sure that technically is a foul. I mean, I guess it is.
We'll take it.
Called it. But I'm not sure Meg did anything egregious to make that happen. But ball into Lappy. Lappy pump fake up and good.
Hey, who said we couldn't erase a 22-point lead? Was that me?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Levy with the ball. Pulls up for three, and it's good. Just when we said she hadn't really been shooting, she's decided Caitlin wasn't close enough to her and went for it. Ball in now to Lappy. Lappy turnaround up and good. Somebody struck a little bit of a chord with her apparently to start this.
Yep, she's going to work in the post now.
Oh!
Yeah, that's absolutely the right call. She threw herself in front of Meg Reitz. That was the right call. Trying to
draw that.
Trying to steal a possession, a crafty veteran move, but just right in front of the official, and pretty easy call for them.
And Beal sneaks in under the hoop and gets the easy bucket. Miller bringing it up court. Using the Lappy screen. Pull up two. No good off the front of the rim. Into Miller's hands. Meyer for a deep three, and it's good.
That was a bomb.
That's some Bohannon range. Hillebrand trying to respond, and does. Hillebrand hadn't shot a three yet this half, or maybe had one, but hadn't made one yet this half, and made up for it right there. Bomber coach still looks a little unhappy about something. He's fiery.
Well, again, Caitlin Lappy's going to be a hard individual to shut down for an entire half, but she's pretty much asserted herself to get whatever she wants here the last 3 or 4 possessions. And at this point, I think he's saying, hey, you know what our goal is to shut her down, because they feel like if they can shut Caitlin Lappy down, they can shut down the rest of the team. But, really encouraging to see Peyton Meyer knock some 3-point shots down. And, again, I think it's going to be a by-committee thing with this young group of role players and extras to contribute some 3-point shots for her tonight. Might be her night. It might be Hannah Green the next night.
Tayana's going to have nights where she's filling it up. Yeah,
maybe Abby Neville comes off the bench and gives you a 3 every once in a while. But
6:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Blue Jay ball bringing it up court. Miller, Keys, Steenhook, Lappy, and Green on the court for the Blue Jays. We got Rigby, Levy, Reitz, Beal, and Hillebrand. Lappy turnaround up and 2.
Showing some great moves there, some good spins, and the help is not getting there. And I think we're going to see a return of Brooke Baumgartner to guard Kate Lappy here at the next dead ball.
Bombers working around, bleeding some of the clock at the same time. Levy going to now drive to the hoop. Tipped away by Keys, but into the hands of another Bomber. Rigby up to no good. Gets her own rebound, throws it out top to Levy, and she pulls up for a deep 3, and it's good. Well, remember when I said Levy's contribution wasn't scoring this game? Yeah. She decided that she wanted her average points to
She's not really hunting her shots. She's just taking what's given to her. Yep.
Lappy's going to get called for the travel. 3 or 4 girls collapsed down on her. One of her options to kick it out to had fallen down.
Yep, and I think you'll see Brooke Baumgartner matching up with Caitlin Lappy the next time down the floor. We'll see if I'm proven wrong again.
Steenhook on Baumgartner defensively. Rigby with 3, and good. They found the 3-point stroke. Miller with a little behind the back dribble, but Levy's able to knock that pass away. Good defense by her. Over to Reitz. Reitz for 3, too far, and it's going to get out of bounds. Blue Jay ball. Good box in by Hannah Green. Lappy coming out. Carolyn Miller coming back in for the Blue Jays. Bombers going to bring in Paige Noe and Aaliyah Thompson. Reitz and Levy coming to the bench.
Really good job by Levy, and we may not see her the rest of the game. I'm not sure if we'll see Kate Lappy again the rest of the game. We'll just kind of see how things unfold here in the next couple minutes.
Mia Miller gets to the hoop, up and no good, but Steenhook with the rebound and the putback.
That's 7 second-half points for Chesney Steenhook, so that'll be a little confidence builder for her. She's had some nice rebounds.
Shot is no good. Attempted to save there by Paige Noe, not able to get it. Blue Jays going to bring in some of their bench here. Annika Dearden and Abby Neville coming in. Carolyn Miller, Chesney Steenhook, Tiana Keys going out. Oh, yeah, Lauren Osborne came in as well. I saw 3 people leaving. That was going to be too many. Math.
Yes.
Miller, triple teamed, gets it out to Hannah Green. Back to Miller. Miller for 3, no good. Rebound by Paige Noe, and Annika Dearden's going to get called for the foul.
I think Annika was doing that rugby thing again there for just a minute.
If we need a tackle, though, I know who to go to.
Hey, and you know what? You're never going to see that girl not hustle. I mean, that is her thing. She is going to give you a hustle 100% of the time. She's all in on the hustle.
Bombers brought in 2 more players, Megan Rowetter and Kylie Calvert.
Yeah, I think we're done seeing
the starters.
The starters for the most part from Ballard.
Baumgartner entry pass was knocked away by Lauren Osborne. And Miller's going to look. Actually pulls it back, had it knocked away. Now drops it off to Lauren Osborne. Shot no good.
She might have got cross-checked there on the pass.
Hit the deck. She's back up. Leah Thompson made the attempted pass across to Baumgartner. No good. Baumgartner right over the top of Lauren Osborne.
17 points out of your post off the bench.
Yeah. There's a foul on Baumgartner.
And I've got Ballard with 11 3-pointers, which makes up almost half of their points.
Yeah, they can shoot. That's for sure.
But they're also getting contributions out of their inside game, and they're going to be a handful for anybody this year.
Yeah. Elise Van Pelt in for the Bombers. Number 15, Casey Larson in for the Bombers. May or may not be everybody on their roster. Tay with a good dump-in pass to Lauren Osborne for 2.
Boy, she showed a great handle there, didn't she? And got it under control, made a nice dump off, and Lauren Osborne with the finish.
Van Pelt with the ball over to Calvert. As we near the 2-minute mark of this game, just remember to stay tuned. We do have a doubleheader here tonight as the boys varsity action will pick up about 7:30. Tiana Keys with the 2-point bucket. Should be looking for a good game out of two fairly powerful offensive threats, I'm imagining, here with the boys game coming up. Bombers coming in at 2-0, Blue Jays 1-0.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this boys game. You have Ballard, a team that also played at Wells Fargo Arena last year and returned some key players from their group. And then this Bondurant team, I think, is one of the more anticipated teams we've had in the last few years. Not every one of the guys on the team were on the football team this year, but every time it seems like when you come off a successful football season, it tends to bleed well into basketball season. And I know Coach Evans is excited about this group, had a good summer. They've got a lot of depth, a lot of lengthy, tall, athletic
It's got to be one of the tallest
players.
Teams we've ever had.
Yeah. So just having that is, a lot of weapons to go to. Just makes for an exciting anticipation to the season. It's going to be fun to get them going tonight here at home.
Both boys teams averaging 67 points a game, so should be looking for some offense. As we check back into the girls game here, 2 minutes on the clock. Elise Van Pelt with the ball. Now over to Paige Noe. Back to Van Pelt. Kicks it out. I think that was a 2-point attempt blocked by Neville. Dearden on the ground tried to get the rebound and kick it back out, but was stolen away by Paige Noe. Now Van Pelt picks it up. Noe. Rowetter. I'm a little surprised nobody's throwing up a shot, just because a lot of times when you don't get in the game as much, you look for your chance to score. But Tiana Keys throws it ahead to Annika Dearden. Dearden layup attempt is no good. Rebound by Calvert. Cross court pass, kicks it out. No, he's going to pull it back. 1 minute on the clock. Casey Larson working hard down low. No, he throws up a layup, no good. Dearden with the rebound. Keys to Green to Lauren Osborne. Tiana now with the ball at the top.
These are important minutes for these 5 players on the team right now, too, to get that experience, feel a little bit more comfortable. They may get called upon at a more game-like situation where it's a close score inside of 10 points late in the game. One of the starters is fouled out, or you deal with injuries, so it's really important they take advantage of these opportunities.
Bombers check in Casey Rigby and Kate Miller. So I think there might be one more Levy on the bench. Might be the only person listed on the roster that we haven't seen.
And I do see somebody in street clothes down there that may have an injury or
it concerns me that there's another Levy coming up.
Yeah, well, I think Ballard always has some players coming up. It doesn't much matter what their last name is.
That's probably true. Osborne up for 2. No good. Van Pelt with the rebound. That's going to bring us to the end of the first game. Ballard Bombers 68. Bondurant Ferrara Blue Jays 47. So tough overall game. Bombers shot lights out. And I don't know what else you could say. If you shoot that well, it's hard to lose.
Yeah, they really what I would say is they dictated the tempo of the game. They got the Blue Jays to get out of their comfort zone. Good teams do that to you. They do it with their defense, a little bit of that three-quarter court pressure, and then just some really good half-court defense that maybe created some hurry-up situations, especially for our post players. I think Kate Lappy really had some great possessions there. Late third quarter, early fourth quarter, kind of reasserted herself, and if she can go back and watch some game film, she can maybe just kind of say to herself, I got away from what I do well in the first half, and then kind of found that back towards the end of the second half. But really, as I look up and down our roster, really solid contributions from everybody. This is a really good Ballard of Huxley team. They're gonna be successful. Somebody who knocks them off is going to have to really, really work hard at doing it, and it'd be surprising not to see them back in a state tournament and contending for a state championship again. So, but as a coach, you go back into the locker room, you say your words to the team, and you look at a 25-point loss and you say, oh my gosh, it can't get any worse than this. But then you watch the film and you see some positive things. It's never as bad as you think it is, and when you win, you're never as good as you think you were either, until you can kind of objectively look at that film.
So as we wrap up this game, we have a Legacy Bank Player of the Game 2 award, as we do after every game, because Legacy Bank has supported us in that way. And compared to what you're looking at, you got contributions from a lot of different places, but tonight we're going to go with Peyton Meyer as the Legacy Bank Player of the Game. Offensive, early on, especially when the game was still closer, hit a couple big threes, driving to the hoop, kick out passes, just good overall hustle. Great effort given, and second half was a little rough for everybody, so it's outside of Lappy.
No,
so.
I very really nice job by Peyton Meyer tonight. She made 3 threes. She drove the ball to the basket, had a couple of nice dump-offs for layups, provided some spark and energy on the defensive end. So Kate Lappy with another pedestrian 17 points for her. But I think when you look at
that's the expectation with her at this point, right?
Yeah. In terms of a spark plug and kind of keeping the team in the game in the first half, I would go with Peyton Meyer, so I think that's a really good selection.
So Peyton Meyer going to be the Legacy Bank Player of the Game. Legacy Bank, building legacies one customer at a time. As we transition to the boys' game, we're about 17 minutes from tip-off there. So instead of making you listen to us for 17 minutes, we'll step away for a little bit, and we'll be back shortly before game time.
We would like to take a moment to recognize our Athletic Booster Club business sponsors for their generous donation to our school. Our sponsors this year are Authentic Construction, Iowa Floor Covering, Lori Construction, Remax Hilltop, Parks Custom Homes, Photos by Ben, Plaza RV, Story Kenworthy, Oral Surgeons PC, and Wheeze Tees. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, you can purchase it in a variety of ways, including RevTrack on the school's website, Venmo at BF Boosters, or via check or credit card at the J Shop during the football game. Learn more about Athletic Boosters through the school website under Activities, Booster Club, and then Athletics. You can find us through Facebook at Bondurant Athletic Boosters Club and Twitter at BF Boosters.
Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty rough out there. We've not been playing well, but this time we're gonna bring in a secret weapon, and here he is.
Why is he in slow motion?
Okay, as you guys can tell, our new quarterback is Seneca Wallace. It's their secret weapon. Let's get out there and practice.
Blue 80! Luis, hit! Hit! Omaha! Oh, she looked the wrong way. Keep running! What's up?
What are you doing dancing?
Okay, all right. Now run the route, please.
Get off the field! We may not be good at football, but we're good at building legacies.
All right, welcome back to the nightcap of the, well, I guess triple header, depending on how long you were around, but double header for Chad and I on the mic. As we kick into this last game, this will be the Ballard Bombers boys varsity action versus the Bondurant Farrar Bluejays. Patrick Meyer with Chad Carlson again on the mic for this game. As we are just about time for starting lineups, I want to thank you for tuning in and thank our sponsors. You saw a lot of the Booster Club sponsors there in the break listed on screen, as well as Legacy Bank and their epic promo. Again, a quick shout out to Bird's Nest and their continued sponsoring of our Blue Jay digital broadcast. Great business partner and a great place to be. Also a great place to work, I believe, if you're a high schooler looking for a job.
Sign me up. Maybe a retirement gig for me.
There you go. You think you can handle that much activity?
Don't want any part of it.
As we are getting close to the starting lineups, we'll go ahead and do the starting lineups ourselves. The starters for the Ballard Bombers will be number 11, Colby Calvert, number 23, Ashton Herman, number 31, Mason Gorsh, number 43, Jacob Eiley, and number 55, Cale Krogh. For the Blue Jays, your starting lineup will be number 3, Trey McDowell, senior guard, number 4, Colby Collison, junior forward, number 5, Nolan Meyer, senior guard, number 10, Jackson Freed, junior guard, and number 33, Toby Berggren, senior center. Blue Jays coming in 1-0 off a victory Friday night against Winterset. And the Bombers coming in 2-0. I believe it was Winterset and that's the no, not Winterset. They were Norwalk and ADM. Sorry, I was reading something I had in front of me, and that was the wrong information. So Blue Jays and Bombers both somewhat prolific offensively, 67 points a game. Bombers being led by Ashton Herman, 32 points per game over their 2 games, and Mason Gorsh with 12 points a game. Blue Jays, you say averages, but I guess if you've only played 1 game, your average is the previous game. 22 points for Colby Collison, 21 for Trey McDowell, and Jackson Freed rounded out with 15. Contributions from a few other guys as well. I think they rolled 10 different guys out there on that game. So
yeah, and again, we're gonna see 9 Blue Jays get significant minutes tonight. But this Ballard team, Ashton Herman, you mentioned, he's really the straw that stirs the drink for their team. He's going to want to get the ball out in transition, look for steals and runouts. And that's the one thing the Blue Jays are really going to have to do is take care of the basketball tonight and turn it into a half-court possession game. But again, I just like the fact that we've got 9 guys we can go to. If somebody's not having the hot night, you got somebody on the bench that's going to give you that effort
and length everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. I look at Jackson Freed, getting his first action here this year as a junior, played sparingly as a sophomore. I look at the kid and I think back to 2006 graduate Jake Tracy. They're similar facially. Their body types are similar, lengthy, athletic kids. Looking forward to seeing him get going here tonight.
Herman wins the rebound. Or wins the tip-off, out to Calvert. Calvert looking to get to the hoop, kicks it back out. That's Eiley. Over to Herman. Herman does have some range. We'll see how deep he wants to pull one up. Using Krogh as that screen. Krogh gets it down low and is able to muscle his way through for a little layup.
Yeah, Krogh's a lot to handle. Of course, he's signed with the University of Iowa to play football there next year, and he's just a big body and presence in the inside.
Freed over to Meyer. Meyer brings it back out to Collison. Eiley on him. Meyer's got Herman. Toby with the long 2. No good. Rebound Gorsh. Herman with the ball in the corner. Student section livening up. Had to finish up some practices and whatnot, but got here for the varsity boys game. Little more crowd than we had for the girls game. And they're going to call foul on Jackson Freed.
Yep, and it's going to take a little double down dig in there on Krogh, who has not played yet. Neither of Ballard's first 2 games sustained an injury late in the football season. It sounded like an ankle injury he's getting healthy from. Just a lot to handle in there.
Herman.
Great job by Nolan Meyer defensively.
Deep 3 off the rim, no good. Collison with the rebound. McDowell pushes it ahead to Toby. Toby out to Collison. Collison pump fake, and they're going to get Eiley with the foul.
Yeah, you're going to have to give Colby a little more room there. He's going to go around you every time and draw that foul.
And at that point, a minute and a half in, we've already had as many fouls as we had in the first half of the girls' game. McDowell pull up 2 and good. McDowell, from what I heard, had a really nice shooting effort on Friday night, looking to fire it up again. Herman's shot no good. Rebound by Freed. Meyer over to Freed now. Got a little shuffle maybe. Shot no good. Rebound Bergeron. Quick putback.
Let's see a little pace here.
Krogh at the top. Gorsh for a long 3 and good. Gorsh was at Centennial last year. Over at Ballard now. The junior looking to make a splash early on. McDowell for 3 with the response. Off the backboard and good. I'm sure he yelled bank.
The Legacy Bank is open here in town, it looks like.
Falsgraf was yelling bank for him anyway. Herman in the corner for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Freed. Freed bringing it up court. Gorsh on him, drops it off McDowell over to Collison. McDowell with a long 3 off the backboard again, no good. Gorsh for the rebound, pushes it ahead. Calvert up, lay in, and no good. They're going to get McDowell on the foul. He thought he was straight up and down, as did many of the fans.
Just got in underneath him a little bit, and a pretty savvy play there by Calvert.
Calvert goes to the line. First shot up and good. Calvert is 67% free throw shooter on the season, which may or may not mean anything. That's probably 2 for 3.
Right, 2 out of 3.
Second one is also good.
He might be an 80% free throw shooter now.
He was a 92% free throw shooter last year.
Yeah.
So that 67% is probably not very accurate on what type of player he is. Blue Jays working around Bergeron, over to Collison. Eiley on him again. Collison going to look to get to the hoop. Krogh steps in, and shot is no good, but they're going to get a blocking charge. Collison to the line, and going to call it on Cale Krogh, his first. Still a big team, not quite as big as they were last year for the Bombers. So getting a guy in foul trouble will be very meaningful, especially an athlete like Cale.
Yeah, Connor Drew is not back for his 8th year of eligibility. It seemed like that kid played for forever.
Collison hits both. He was the all-time rebounder for their team, so he had to play for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
Eiley with the backdoor cut to Herman, and it's going to be a push on the floor on Meyer.
Yeah, it was on Nolan Meyer. Good backdoor cut.
Meyer had it defended fairly well. He was step for step with him, but good dump-off pass, Herman to Krogh for 2.
I think you'll see that combination a lot this year.
Collison drops it back. Freed with a jump step over to McDowell. Meyer going to drive to the hoop. Didn't like where he got to. Collison now with the ball. Back over to Meyer in the corner, looking to get it down low to Bergeron. Nowhere to go with it.
Yeah.
Big Cale Krogh stepped in the way. Meyer didn't have a lot to do. Eiley goes length of the court, dump off Calvert for 2.
Really nice break there by the Bombers. Don't waste any time. It's 2 dribbles and go.
Collison over to Meyer. Meyer's stepping into some double teams right now and needs to be able to get a good pass off. McDowell with the drifting three-pointer.
Trey McDowell feeling it up tonight.
Herman now going left hand fade, no good. Meyer gets the rebound, pushing ahead quickly, and tried to drop it into Collison, but wasn't able to get it there.
Yeah, and Nolan Meyer right there had Cale Krogh on his heels. Maybe you go right at the big guy, you get your shot blocked. Maybe you draw a second foul and get him in early foul trouble, but the turnover instead. So we got some subs coming in. It looks like Patrick.
Meyer, Bergeron came out. Everett White and Titus Cram getting their first action of this game. Bombers still have 4 out of their 5 in as Calvert gets the hoop for 2.
That high cut off that post look is going to have to be resolved somehow.
Cram with the bucket and the foul. Foul is going to be on Mason Gorsh, his first. Bombers did check in Wyatt Wonder on that one. Titus free throw up, no good. And it's going to be Bomber ball off Everett White.
There's a little bit of athleticism there by our guy finishing off the bucket there. Could not make the free throw, though.
Herman now with the ball, trying to use that Eiley screen. And now Eiley was able to drop down. We got a 3 in the corner from Calvert. Off the rim, no good. Eiley with the rebound, but throws it away to Everett White. Cram now with the ball. Everett White for 3. Good!
Always nice when your 5-man can step out and knock down a 3-point shot. I'm sure Coach Evans will take that.
Herman now trying to get to the bucket. 4 or 5 Blue Jays on him and almost had it stall on the back of the rim. Gets his first bucket of the game. Cram now going to the hoop, lays it in nice and easy.
It is end-to-end right now.
Did we say whether there was going to be scoring? Herman looking to get around that screen from Eiley. Cram doing a good job staying with him now. Dumps it off. Wonder to Eiley. Gorsh for three, good.
It's his second three. I think he is.
He might have hit that from Centennial.
He's proven he can make that shot.
Collison spin move, had it knocked away. I think Eiley got a hand on that. Gorsh now trying to get around Freed, and they're going to get Freed with the reach-in foul.
Yeah,
his second.
That wraparound reach is gonna be a foul probably 9 out of 10 times. So.
And now Carter Sandy going to come into the game for Jackson Freed. Cale Krogh coming back in for Wyatt Wonder for the Bombers. Herman looking to inbound, gets it to Calvert. McDowell on him. Krogh setting that high screen, looking to roll the hoop. White steps down with him. Good job. Eiley down with the layup attempt, and good. And they're going to get the foul. Eiley's going to go to the line for one. Sandy's first foul. 15 foul here for the Blue Jays. Jaden Cattell checking in for the Bombers. They got another man stepping in, coming in for Eiley after the shot. Eiley's shot is up and no good. Everett White with the rebound. McDowell to Collison. Out to Cram. Carter Sandy over to Collison. Collison looking down low to Titus Cram, but he's going to kick it over to Carter Sandy. Sandy for three, no good. Cram with the rebound, feeds Everett White, who's quadruple teamed, gets it kicked out to Titus. Sandy with the little old man stop and go that he probably learned from Eric.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Or at least Eric's got the old man part down. Calvert almost. Could have been a foul, could have been a travel, could have been knocked away. A lot of action. Drop into Krogh. Entry pass not there. Collison comes away with the ball. 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Really good help side defense by the Blue Jays there.
Titus collapsed down on that throw into Krogh, making it a tough pass. McDowell with the screen, out to Cram. Cram step, shot, and off the rim, no good. Krogh with the rebound. No good on the shot.
We might need a third person in the broadcast team just to kind of keep up with this right now. Yeah. But, no, a great pace to the game. Both teams filling up the score sheet. A lot of players contributing. You know, you got Trey McDowell with the 2 3-point shots, leading the Blue Jays with 8. And just points out of several other guys. Titus Cram, a spark off the bench, you know, just the athleticism that he brings, and some really nice defense, as you mentioned. And really, Ashton Herman, the leading scorer for Ballard right now with 2 points. That's what I have him for anyway. I could be wrong because
that's what I got too.
Kind of got off track there. He's having to work really hard for all of his shots right now. A lot of extra acrobatics. One of those he did get to fall, but you know, if you can make the other team's best offensive threat work as hard as we're making him work, things will tend to take care of themselves. So, again, I think a couple of things the Blue Jays need to correct right now. Number one, transition defense. That's got to be their focus. They got to continue to get back and identify where those Ballard players are. And then that little reverse action, high post screen and backdoor cut. Ballard's gotten a couple of buckets off of that. It's kind of a secondary fast break look, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't watched a lot of film or a lot of Ballard yet this year, but that's just a tough thing to defend if you haven't seen a lot of, and sometimes you get caught looking and you lose that guy going backdoor.
Everett did a good job collapsing down on the last one they did with that, and so maybe we're seeing it a little bit more now. Cram into Meyer, Cram, Collison, White, and Sandy on the court for the Blue Jays. Calvert, Cattell, Gorsh, Herman, and Wonder on the court for the Bombers. Cram, drive step, looking to get it away, into Collison's hand for 2, no good. Nolan Meyer, rebound, put back, and good.
Great hustle by Nolan Meyer.
It's like a Dennis Rodman play right there, right?
Absolutely.
Without tattoos or dyed hair.
Load up the offensive rebound stat sheet.
Wonder with the ball. Hits Herman on the back cut. Good pump fake. And they're going to get Cram on the foul. Herman to the line for one. Cram's first foul.
Yeah, and I don't think Titus fouled him on the actual hand or on the shot. He just kind of got a little body. And again, Herman's a good enough, savvy enough, smart enough player to get that, feel the contact, draw the foul, and then finish.
Herman's free throw is good, giving him 5 points on the game. Meyer to Cram. Collison. Collison has Cattell on him. Looking to get to the hoop. They collapse down. Back to him. Collison for three, and it's good.
Oh, that's smooth.
Good job relaxing when they collapse down. Kick it back out and get yourself set. Herman for a long three, and it rattles home.
Yeah, and we said we had him under control, and now he's up to 7 points.
Cram drives to the lane. Up and no good. Just off the rim. Herman looking to push the pace. And, he's going to wave off the block and call. Wait, what?
Wave off the charge and call a block.
Oh. I don't know. Nolan looked pretty well set, but.
Looks like they made a call was on Titus Cram. So that's going to be his second.
So Reed Falsgraf going to check into the game now.
I'm not sure our official knew what he wanted to call there.
Yeah.
And really, Herman was a little out of control. But the Blue Jays have already put the Bombers into the bonus, so we're going to see 1-1 here for Herman.
Herman, a 73% free throw shooter last season. Makes the first. They didn't count that shot, right?
No,
it was
they
shooting
did not.
Okay.
It's 1-1.
Okay. I say, the ref was a little confusing. I thought maybe I misinterpreted another change that he made. Shot up. Rolls in. 10th point for Herman.
And 8 quick points from after the break.
Meyer now over to Collison. 3-point attempt. Up and good. Colby Collison for three.
Colby Collison just never looks like he's in a hurry. He just stays within himself, so smooth, and just really got his feet under. It just never seems like he forces a shot or a pass.
Good job by White getting back down there on the screen and then getting the rebound in front of Krogh. Collison over to White. White's going to pull up for three again. No good. Bomber student section letting him know about it. Eiley inbounds to Cattell. Falsgraf on him. Krogh screen. Shot up by Herman, no good. Sandy comes away with the rebound.
Blue Jays have rebounded really well early in this game.
Meyer out to White, back out to Collison at the top. Sandy over to Falsgraf. Falsgraf back into Sandy. Big Krogh steps in the way.
That's a large man Carter Sandy just ran into.
Herman tries feeding, but too far in for the pass to Krogh.
That's a tough pass,
Yeah.
especially for Krogh, just kind of getting his feet under himself a little bit here,
Yeah.
first action of the season in game, and just a tough pass. And again, I think if you can get Ballard into this half-court game, I think it's going to be to the Blue Jays' advantage.
Kobe Bergeron coming back in. Carter Sandy out. White with the ball. Out to Meyer. Bombers looking to check in a couple guys as well. Collison now at the top. And nowhere to go with it. Gets it into Bergeron's hands. Out to Meyer. Meyer for three. Off the rim. No good. White with the big rebound, and that's going to be a foul on Cale Krogh.
That's a great job by Everett White working on the offensive glass. Those are hustle plays. And, again, you get Cale Krogh into foul trouble. That's his second foul. He might have to go to the bench here earlier than the Ballard staff wanted to get him to the bench.
First shot up and good for Everett White. And the Bombers going to bring in Gorsh and Calvert. Checking out is Wonder and Cattell. Looks like McDowell's going to come in for White, I'm assuming, after the shot. Shot up and gets it to roll. Everett White's 5th point of the game. Trey McDowell coming in for him.
Good minutes from Everett White there.
Couple of big rebounds, and honestly, really good defense for him.
Solid.
On Krogh.
Let's see if we can get a third foul on Krogh.
Into Krogh. Calvert. Now, that's not the matchup you want with Krogh to Collison. Krogh with a good up and under.
That's nifty. That's why the University of Iowa likes him as a football player. He's just got really good feet for such a big guy.
Collison now with the ball. Eiley's been on him pretty much the entire game. Falsgraf now with the ball. Yeah. And they're going to get Gorsh on a foul. Just a little hand contact.
Yeah, and that's a hand check, and that's got to be called. Falsgraf doing a good job taking care of the ball, and just a little overly ambitious there by Grosh.
Trey McDowell for a long three. Krogh chases down that rebound. Calvert with the ball, looking to use that Krogh screen. And does a good job finding Krogh on that as Bergeron went to help.
Little too easy there for Cale Krogh.
Yeah. Collison for a deep three and gets it.
They're going to play
His
off
third
him.
Three of the half.
He's going to make him pay.
Herman looking to get to the bucket, and they're going to call the foul earlier on. Is that on Meyer as well? That's going to be on Meyer. That'll be his second.
Nolan Meyer is the type of athlete that can contain Herman a little bit. Really need to keep him on the floor and keep him from getting that third foul before the halftime.
First shot up and no, misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Drives you nuts as a coach, I imagine.
Yep. Krogh back to the bench with his 2 fouls. We'll see if we get him back in before half. Ballard switched to a 2-3 zone now with Krogh out of the game.
Herman at the top of that zone. Bergeron now with the ball down low. Hits Falsgraf on the backdoor, cut for 2. Great pass.
That's a great play by Toby Bergeron, and a nice cut by Reed Falsgraf too, but Toby just showed the patience to not force a shot, wait for his teammate to come to him, and dumped off for the layup.
Cattell for 3, and that's good. His first points of the game. Meyer brings it up court. Over to McDowell. McDowell looking to get around Cattell. Brings it back out to Falsgraf. Falsgraf out to Meyer. Meyer to McDowell. McDowell for 3. Little long. Cattell with the rebound. Herman bringing it up court. Pulls up 2. Off the front of the rim. No good. Knocked into Collison's hands. Collison looking to go length of the court. Up and good.
Great job by Colby Collison.
And good tip out. I didn't catch who tipped it out of there.
It was Reed Falsgraf.
Was it?
Yep. And then he comes back with the block. And again, from up here we're looking at Reed Falsgraf. He looks like a little guy. He's a sophomore. He's thin, but lengthy, and that's just what this Blue Jay team brings. A lot of length and athleticism, and we saw Falsgraf really do some great things out on the football field this year too. So.
One thing we are seeing a lot of from Reed is hustle and defense, which are 2 things we've never associated with his father. So,
I'm gonna let you go with that. But he's an outstanding sponsor.
He is an outstanding sponsor. We'll give him that. So as we get a little timeout, Blue Jays have a 38-35 lead. They are in the bonus, so any foul sends the Bombers to the line. 2:04 remaining in the first half.
And again, a little bit of an old adage, but the last 2 or 3 minutes of each of the first half and the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half is a lot of times where the game's decided, because it really comes down to execution. And the Blue Jays with a 3-point lead, if they can kind of hang around that 3 to 5 point margin, come out to start the second half well, their chances just improve dramatically.
Cale Krogh back in for the Bombers, so they have their starting lineup out there. The Blue Jays have Pfaltzgraff in there along with 4 of their starters. Gorsh with the ball. Drive, layup. That was a nice shot by Mason Gorsh.
And really a good defensive possession by the Blue Jays.
Pfaltzgraff's pass a little low. Berggren able to recover it, but Gorsh knocks it away. Herman streaking down the court and gets the bucket. Collison turnaround 2, up and good. So automatic. 15 in the first half for Colby Collison. Herman with the ball, gets it out to Crow, back out to Herman. Looking to use that Crow screen and roll. Herman fade away 2, no good. Crow hand, gets the rebound, gets another rebound, gets the bucket.
Cale Krogh, that's impressive. Just, big guy that can get back up and down off the floor as quickly as he did there to get those rebounds.
46 seconds on the clock at the first half. McDowell into Collison, out to Pfaltzgraff. Pfaltzgraff shuffled his feet. Yep.
He's gotten a little bit of a hurry there. We'll see. I don't see Ballard playing for one shot with 37 seconds left.
No.
I did see one of the assistant coaches hold up one finger. Their head coach is asking for some motion. See if they can work this clock and just take the last shot in a very fast-paced first half.
Gorsh with the ball, looking to use that Krogh screen. Back to Gorsh.
Yep, and they are playing for one.
Calvert back to Eiley. Eiley for 3. Short, no good. McDowell gets the rebound. He's going to go length of the court with 10 seconds left. And pulls it back out. Fade away. No good. And there's a lot more time on the clock than I thought. That's in his hand. That shouldn't count.
Shouldn't have. I think they would have given it to him.
I do. They didn't necessarily not count it, but so 40-41 going into halftime. If you were looking for excitement, you're going to get it.
We might need some oxygen up here.
We'll be all right. Just keep rolling through. So as we go into halftime, 10 minutes on the clock. We'll come back a little bit before the start of the second half. We'll give you some updated stats and get ready to go. But take your breaks, refill your drinks. The fridge is open.
We've got a high-caliber state dance team.
That is true. So if you're going to fill your drinks, you better do it really fast because our award-winning, right, three third-place
finishes at the state meet. Do they call it a meet? No, state contest.
Competition.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, so we'll step aside. You can watch the tremendous Blue Jay dancers perform, and we'll be back for the second half. right, welcome back to the second half of this varsity boys action between the Ballard Bombers and the Bondurant for our Blue Jays. Just about done with halftime here. Ballard 41, Bondurant 40. High octane. A lot of excitement, really. Bondurant being led by Colby Collison's 15 points, along with 8 from McDowell, 5 from Everett White, 4 from Titus Cram, 2 from Meyer, Faltzgraff, Bergeron, and Sani. A little bit of foul trouble for the Blue Jays as they were already in the bonus in the first half. So McDowell's got 1. Meyer and Freed and Cram all have 2, and then 1 for Carter Sani. And for the Bombers, being led in scoring by Ashton Herman with 12, Cale Krogh with 10, 8 from Mason Gorsh, and 6 from Colby Calvert. Bomber ball coming out. Gorsh pulls up for a long 3. This one is not good. Freed gets the rebound. He hit a couple of those in the first half, so it's big that he didn't get that one. Collison looking to get to the lane. Loses his handle on it. Eiley steals it away. Pass it ahead to Herman. Meyer gets a hand on it and is able to save it back to McDowell. Great hustle play by the Blue Jay defense there. McDowell now with the ball. Bergeron looking to score on Krogh. Gives Collison, not Calvert. Collison's shot no good. Freed with the rebound. There are a lot of C's tonight, by the way.
Yeah. Nice job by Jackson Freed with the hustle. He just got in a little bit of a hurry there. I think he's wanting to get back into the action. You know, you get those 2 early fouls, and you just want to contribute to your team so much. He's just got to let things come to him a little bit here in the second half.
Eiley over to Gorsh. Gorsh trying to get to the hoop, dumps it off to Eiley, and Toby Bergeron with the big block. Cale Krogh comes away with the ball. Krogh now looking to post up down low. Herman with the ball. Over to Gorsh. Eiley at the top, looking that screen and roll with Krogh. And they dump it off to Gorsh. Shot no good, might have been deflected by Bergeron. McDowell comes away with the ball. Jackson Freed for 3.
There's how you contribute. That's how you help your team out right away out of the break.
Herman now with the ball. Krogh didn't roll the hoop that time. That was abnormal. He has pretty much every other time. Herman looking to post up Meyer down low. Gorsh for 3. Off the rim, no good. And Jackson Freed with another rebound.
Boy, Gorsh has a good-looking stroke. It looks like it's going to go in every time.
Freed over to McDowell. McDowell with the ball now. Bergeron by the free throw line. Dumps it off to Collison. To Meyer. McDowell in the corner now. Pull up 2, and it's good. A little bit of a float in Trey's step today. Gorsh over to Krogh. Now back over to Gorsh. Herman down low. Meyer on him. Jackson Freed with the block and gets it back.
Good help from Jackson Freed.
He thought about it.
Now it looks like kind of what Ballard's trying to do is come out of the break and post Herman up on Meyer, and no advantage with that yet.
Gorsh is able to knock the ball away. Goes up. Jackson Freed with the big block. Collison back to Freed. Freed high off the backboard, no good. Calvert gets the rebound, taking it back the other way. Gorsh now up and under, and it's good. Good shot by him. Good job by Collison avoiding getting a foul on that as well.
Colby with a couple of uncharacteristic turnovers. I think you're not going to see much of that the rest of the night.
McDowell kicks it out to Meyer. Meyer for 3. Good! Nolan Meyer three-pointer. Herman about 8 feet behind the three-point line, waiting for Krogh to set the screen. And they're going to get Cale Krogh on the moving screen, and that's huge.
Yep, that's going to be number 3 on Krogh. They're just a little bit of a different team when he's not on the floor, obviously.
Jaden Cattell coming in, Cale Krogh coming out.
We'll see if they go back to that 2-3 zone. That's what they did in the first half when he came out of the game. It looks like they're going to stay man-to-man.
Everett White and Titus Cram in for the Blue Jays, both Collison and Bergeron to the bench. McDowell over to Everett White, Eiley on him. McDowell now with the ball. Out to Cram. Off the ref's foot and is able to pick it back up. Little sloppy with the ball. Yep. Bombers are getting some hands in there. Eiley looking to go coast to coast, drops it off to Herman, and they're going to get Meyer with the block.
That's a good call. I don't think Nolan Meyer quite established himself there, and it was definitely on the floor, not a shooting foul.
I think Meyer might have stepped into it a little bit, but it's hard to tell. I don't want the job of having to call it.
Toughest call in sports.
Cattell over to Herman. And Herman loses the dribble into Cattell's hand.
Thought he traveled.
Eiley now driving to the hoop, gets the layup, and that was a good lay-in. Jacob Eiley. Meyer gets it ahead to Cram. Cram drives to the hoop, lays it in for two. Herman now driving to the hoop, trying to go against Cram, gets the shot up, no good. Trey McDowell with
really
rebound.
Nice job defensively by Titus Cram. Again, walling him off.
Freed in the corner, dumps it off to Titus Cram. Feeds Freed back underneath with Gorsh on him. Freed looking to go to work down low, lays it in, and good move.
Good find by Titus Cram. Get it done on both ends of the floor, not putting himself in the scoring column here in the last couple possessions, but good job offensively.
Herman with a deep three.
Oh.
Either Jackson Freed has some jetpacks on his back or he got shoved that way, but and they're going to call Jackson Freed. Out of all of that action, they're going to call that one. I disagree.
Jackson Freed's body imprint is on the baseline wall pads.
As it stands, Jacob Eiley got a rebound there.
That's a third foul on Jackson. So really, that possession really hurts the Blue Jays because he probably got fouled on the offensive rebound attempt,
right,
and then he picks up his third and has to go back to the bench. We'll see him back early in the fourth quarter, I'm sure. Great energy from Jackson Freed this quarter.
Herman with the ball, trying to use the Eiley screen. Feeds it to Eiley underneath, back out to Herman. Cram on him. Eiley setting the screen again. This time Herman's able to dump it off. We got a three-point attempt there. That was Bryce Hessig, his first shot of the game. And now you got a foul from Jaden Cattell from behind. Bondurant fans are highly in favor of that.
And it is physical under the basket right now. And, the Bombers only with 4 points coming out of the gates here in the first 5+ minutes. So the defensive end has really been a good focus point for the Blue Jays. They're pulled out to a 52-45 lead. And a couple of nice three-pointers, some transition buckets, one from Titus Cram, some great energy from Jackson Freed. It looks like we got maybe some blood on a player.
I don't know.
I think we got a little blood.
Coach is out to the middle of the court wanting to do something about it.
I think the official errantly went to the Ballard bench to let him know that there was a player with blood. It's Titus Cram. Looks like they're going to have to bandage him up. Went to the Ballard bench mistakenly and then got that corrected.
Carter Sandy in for Titus.
See if Brant Ryerson can patch him up over there.
Brother, they really don't even seem to be looking at it. It doesn't.
No.
McDowell with the ball. Out to White at the top. Hands it off to Nolan Meyer. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. McDowell with the ball. Carter Sandy now with Cattell on him. McDowell with the deep three. No good. Ashton Herman gets the rebound. He's going to look to spin towards the hoop. Myers, some good defense, and is able to get the rebound as well.
Between Titus Cram and Nolan Meyer, they've done a really nice job on Ashton Herman here in the third quarter.
And They're going to call a jump ball. Colby did a good pump fake, got into the middle. A couple Bombers were able to apparently tip it away without fouling him, and they all went to the floor for a jump ball. Wyatt Wonder coming in for the Bombers. Bryce Hessick going out. Blue Jay ball under their own hoop. McDowell, the inbounder, gets it into Meyer, who feeds Collison with Wonder on him. Collison up for two, no good. Carter Sandy's tip is no good. And they're going to get Jaden Cattell, I believe, with the foul.
Good effort by Carter Sandy getting on the offensive board. A really nice play on that inbound play to set Collison up for a bucket he's not going to miss very often. Ballard back in that. No, they're not in the 2-3 zone. Yeah. They're still man-to-man.
Eiley's been matching up with Collison pretty much every time Colby's out there. Collison tries to feed White. White up and under, no good. And Eiley's able to come away with that rebound. Cattell feeds Eiley outside. Herman now at the top. Meyer still on him. Pulls up, two-point attempt off the front, no good. Colby Collison with the rebound.
Again, I think the Blue Jays have really turned this into a half-court game here in the third quarter, and much to their advantage and liking.
Carter Stanley asking for the ball down low. Feels he has a little bit of a height advantage. McDowell now with the ball. Falling away, two-pointer.
That's a tough shot.
When you're on, you're on.
That's a tough shot by Trey McDowell. Probably not one, not a real high percentage shot, although.
Might not be the one coach was looking for, but it worked.
Many more of those this year.
And it looks like Herman might be trying to hold it for the last shot. Blue Jay fans getting loud. 12 seconds on the clock. Now a double team out there on Herman. He splits the D, throws it up, left hand, no good, no foul. Carter Sandy with the ball, throws it up. It's going to be short. But that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Blue Jays 54, Bombers 45.
You know, I don't want to speak too soon about Ashton Herman. He had 12 points at half. You know, he had a slow start in the first quarter. He's not going to stop trying to take this game over for the Bombers. But when Cale Krogh went to the bench with that third foul, it just seemed like things kind of ground to a halt for the Bombers in their half court, and the Blue Jays with great defense. So many good efforts of forcing difficult, tough shots. And Herman went scoreless there in the third quarter. If I would dare say if he goes scoreless in the fourth quarter, we're going to win this game. That's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
But
you're really going to see Krogh back out here, too.
Really like the tempo. And, again, 4 points from the Bombers in that quarter after a 41-point first half. One thing I know about Coach Evans, he's never happy going into halftime when the other team has 40 points, even if his team's, right there equal or one ahead, one behind. So I'm sure that was a point of emphasis at halftime. If you see a matched effort there in the fourth quarter, I think we're going to get out of here with the W tonight. And it'll be the first time in over 4 seasons, Patrick.
Right. Nobody in this game with 4 fouls, so several with 3, but when you get into the fourth quarter, not that it's not foul trouble, but it's not keep them out of the game right now foul trouble. As you'll see, Blue Jays have McDowell, Cram, Berggren, Freed, and Collison on the court. For the Bombers, you got Calvert, Herman, Krogh, Eiley, and Gorsh. Inbound to Herman. Over to Calvert, looking to use a double screen. Good defense by Titus. Krogh now with the ball.
And the push
definitely shoved off there. Like it didn't even hide it. Gorsh with 3, no good. Kobe Berggren with the rebound. Cram for 2.
That was a great series of events there.
Herman really trying to use that Krogh screen and does for 3.
That's just a great shot. Titus Cram doing everything he could defensively there against Herman.
That's a tough screen to get around. Wait, how?
Yeah.
Yeah? I didn't think he even touched the ball a second time. Anyway, they're going to call a double dribble on Jackson.
I might have called it a travel. I don't know if it's a double dribble. It looked like a turnover. It looked like a little out of control.
Gorsh with the ball now, feeding Crow inside, but Jackson Freed gets a hand in there into Collison's hands. Great effort by Freed to keep working on defense. Throws it out top to McDowell to try and set up an offense.
Now it's just valuing those half-court possessions, getting the ball into Colby Collison's hands, letting him go to work.
Collison finds Cram, cross court to Freed. Freed for three, short off the rim, no good. Krogh with the rebound.
Yeah, I think Jackson got his right hand against the bomber there and reached across with his left. Probably the right call. And it's going to send him to the bench with 4.
Reed Falsgraf going to check in. Eiley with the ball over to Calvert. Herman now in the corner, feeding Krogh. Back to Herman around that screen. 3-point attempt, off the rim, no good. McDowell with the rebound. Cram thought about the 3, decided to hesitate. Still thinking about it. Fade away, up, and does not get the roll. Eiley with another rebound. Herman now with the ball.
Herman's got to be in great shape the way he's been defended by the Blue Jays here tonight.
Running 2-point attempt, no good. Bergman doing a good job trying to get around Krogh, but isn't able to. Krogh with the rebound and the 2-point putback.
Bombers coming with a little bit of 3-quarter court pressure now.
Ref almost took one to the head there.
Yeah, Coach Evans going to take timeout.
Everett White going to check in for the Blue Jays.
Looked like a piece of somebody's knee strap or some type of banding came off of a player on the Ballard offensive end, and that's what the official was leaning over to pick up. But you're right, it almost led to a turnover. But here we are early in the 4th. We've got a 6-point lead. The defensive end has been exceptional this half for the Blue Jays. Like I said, Ashton Herman is gonna be a tired kid tonight, no matter what the outcome of the game. He's had to work for everything. I just think if Bonnarant Farrar can get what they want with their looks in the half court, really this is where Colby Collison, not uncharacteristically hot in the first half. We've seen where he can get a whole bunch of points in a hurry, but this is where he really becomes that point forward, that Larry Bird kind of player that gets his teammates involved because he's drawing so much attention from the other team. And let's see if he can pick up 2 or 3 assists here in the late going to find open teammates when so much of the focus is on him.
Yeah, you can't sag off McDowell at all on that, though, either. He's been on fire tonight as well. And both McDowell and Collison are pretty high percentage free throw shooters if that comes down into play here later in the game. Cram looking to inbound it, gets it ahead to McDowell. 5:30 left on the game. McDowell's able to hold his foot over to Falsgraf. To White, out to McDowell. McDowell for 3, no good. And Herman's able to fly in for the rebound. They're going to get Falsgraf, I believe, for the reach in.
Yeah, kind of a foul, a cheap foul, I think you'd say, just in terms of getting Ballard just a little bit closer to the bonus. You want to keep him out of there if at all possible.
Good hustle play by Herman getting in there. Gorsh over to Calvert. Feeds Krogh. Herman coming around the screen. Drives. Gets the bucket. A tough shot. McDowell across court to Falsgraf. Feeds White. White thought about the 3, decided not. Falsgraf's going to pull up for 3. Good! Reed Falsgraf, 3-pointer.
That's a big shot and a big spot for the sophomore, Reed Falsgraf.
Eiley uses the screen. Falsgraf stays with him, forces the missed shot. Collison gets the rebound.
Use that length again.
White gives it back to Collison. Collison now back out to White.
You can tell White and Collison have played together a little bit.
Few years. Cram to McDowell. McDowell over to Falsgraf. Falsgraf going to try to get to the lane. Meets a wall, goes down hard, but they're going to get a blocking call, I believe, on Krogh. Could be on Calvert. We'll wait and see which one. It's going to be on Krogh. That's going to be his 4th.
Big call. What a vote of confidence from Coach Evans, too, to go with sophomore Reed Falsgraf here. You know, the game's in the balance here in the 4th quarter, and he's answered the bell, showing no fear, driving into the lane there, hitting the big 3. Let's see what else he can do here in the closing minutes.
Krogh went out, Cattell went in.
Falsgraf was wide open under the basket, and Nolan Meyer just missed him.
McDowell with the ball. Over to Falsgraf in the corner. Eiley on him. Good job getting away from the line. And Herman rips it away from Collison. And they're going to get Trey on the blocking call there. Herman's going to, I think, go to the line on the shot.
Herman's got to be as good as anybody in Class 3 in the state of Iowa, getting the ball and just going. I mean, he's just, once he gets ahead of steam, he's going to be hard to stop. You're either going to foul him or he's going to find some points.
Shot up and good for Ashton Herman. That's why you saw him as out there starting quarterback this year, even though he hadn't played football in a while.
Right.
Front of the rim on that one. Rebound, Colby Collison.
Now we're seeing a little half-court, three-quarter court trap from the Bombers.
McDowell back over to Meyer. Collison for 3. Good! Better not leave him open.
First bucket of the half for Colby Collison, and he and Falsgraf just answering the bell with huge buckets here. The last 2 buckets for the Blue Jays.
Herman pulling up for his own 3. Off the rim, no good. Calvert got to it, but McDowell tipped it away into the hands of Collison. McDowell now trying to get to the corner. Nowhere to go. Has it knocked away. Gorsh with the ball going back down the court. Falsgraf, good job staying in front of him.
Defense from Reed Falsgraf.
Gorsh
nice
goes
job.
down. No foul. Meyer over to Falsgraf. Falsgraf dumps it off nicely to Everett White. Not able to convert. Gets his own rebound and kicks it out to Meyer. McDowell gets the 3-point attempt. No good. Herman looking to get to the bucket. Gets the bounce to no go. Foul on Falsgraf?
Might be. I've watched Coach Evans coach enough games to know 9-point lead. There's no hurry. There's no rush. You're under 3 minutes. Work the clock. Get fouled. Just a couple of quick shots in that last possession for the Blue Jays. Again, these are things they're going to learn as the season goes on. It's great to stay aggressive, but right there you want to milk that clock, limit the possessions for Ballard, improve your chances to win.
2:36 on the clock, so Bombers bring back in Cale Krogh, Gorsh, Eiley, Herman, and Calvert on the court for the Blue Jays. White, Meyer, McDowell, Collison, and Freed. Eiley with the ball. Over to Gorsh, trying to use that Krogh screen. Eiley for 3. Off the rim. Krogh gets the rebound. I think he's calling Everett White with the foul.
Yeah, got held by Everett White. Man, Krogh is a handful.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I think I heard he was doing a dual winter sport where he was going to do some wrestling too.
Really?
That's what I heard.
I think he'd probably be a decent heavyweight.
Shots up, no good, and Collison comes away with the rebound, gets it over to Meyer.
Nice box outs by both Collison and Everett White. Don't pick your dribble up there, Nolan.
Collison with the ball. Herman on him. 2:14 on the clock. 9-point lead for the Blue Jays. McDowell over to White.
Freed with a big length match up there in the post. Now he's got switched back over to Krogh.
And Herman's going to get a cheap foul there. His first? Is that right? Yeah, his first foul of the game. Cattell going to come in now for Krogh.
Now it's time to milk that clock. We're going to be under 2 on this possession. 9-point lead.
Collison gets it in the backcourt. Eiley comes to meet him.
They're going to try to double on those handoffs, too, up top there.
Collison goes down, and Meyer gets the foul.
Yeah, that's the worst of all scenarios right there. You stop the clock, you put the Bombers to the line, they get a chance to cut into that 9-point lead. Again, these are things teams get better at as the year goes on. It just kind of takes some of those growing pains to get through these late game situations.
Bombers are in the bonus again, so Calvert to the line. First shot is no good, missed the front end, and Collison gets another rebound. Eiley's going to get called for the reach-in foul.
Bombers still have one more foul to give, so they're going to be really, really aggressive here. It's going to take some solid ball handling and then making your free throws.
Meyer gets it in, McDowell. McDowell ahead to Collison, cross court. Minute 34 on the clock now, and Collison's able to get it over to Meyer. Gorsh on Freed. And reach in, I believe, is going to be on Calvert. No, Gorsh. I was wrong.
And now it's free throw shooting contest.
Freed going to the line. The meaningless 50% from last year, but was 100%, or 50% this year, 100% last year. Graham coming in, Nolan Meyer to the bench.
Great job by Nolan Meyer defensively tonight. Both he and Titus Graham they're going to be in Ashton Herman's dreams. Nightmares.
Freed's first shot is good.
And Ashton Herman's a heck of a ball player.
Right.
He's gonna have some outstanding games this year. He's had a great game tonight.
He's going to definitely average over 20. Freed gets the second. I guess right now he's at 18 tonight. McDowell with the good defensive play.
He got held.
And jump ball.
McDowell had his arm held
when
he was about to come up with the ball. This is a tough game to call. There's some young, athletic kids on the floor tonight. They're quick. They're strong. It is, to the officials' credit, they've really done a nice job tonight with two really athletic, talented basketball teams.
1:14 on the clock. Meyer in with McDowell, Collison, White, and Freed. For the Bombers with their full court press here, Herman, Cattell, Calvert, Eiley, and Gorsh. Ball ahead to Collison. Collison pulls it back out, tries to. Cattell fouls him, and that's going to send him to the line.
That's a third-year varsity letter winner right there. Actually, two varsity letters. He'll undoubtedly get his third this year in Colby Collison. Smart play. Could have dumped it off to Everett White. Maybe gotten the points, but work the clock, get your free throws, get your defense set.
Collison will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Shot up and no good. Krogh gets the rebound. Herman pulls up for three, and it's good. And that's why you were talking about Coach wanting to milk the clock, because he can put it in there.
Yeah, and that's, most of his points, 19 of his points have come in the second and the fourth quarter of his 21. Just two in the first quarter, if I remember right, and didn't score in the third quarter. But when the game was in the balance there in the third quarter, that was when the Blue Jay defense found him. Meyer and Cram did a nice job.
Yep.
It hurt Ballard to have Cale Krogh to the bench in foul trouble, because I think without a doubt, Herman feeds off of that big body out there setting those screens.
That's a big screen.
And it makes it puts a lot of pressure on the defense with those two. And that's Ballard's a team that's going to contend for this Raccoon River Conference Championship. But I like the home team's chance too. They're looking good here early.
Meyer to White, back to Meyer, and that's going to be a foul on Colby Calvert, which will send Nolan Meyer to the line for 1-and-1.
Yep. Two more bonus free throws here before we get to the double bonus. Actually, that is number 9. One more.
Next one will be in the double.
Yep.
Yeah.
What were Meyer's numbers from the line last year?
Not super high.
Yeah. A little under the free throw Mason-Dixon line. I like his
Not
chance.
sure if he's taking one this year.
He's going to make both right here.
First one up, no good. Herman gets the rebound. He's going to pull up for a deep three. Nope. Kicks it off to Eiley. Eiley for three. Off the rim, no good. Calvert with the rebound. Kicks it out to Gorge. Gorge for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Myers skies for the rebound. Great work there. Gets the ball to McDowell. Back to Collison. Go ahead and foul him. They don't, and now they do late. Gorge thought he fouled him earlier. Collison will go back to the line. 29.8 seconds on the clock. Blue Jays with an 8-point lead, looking to build it up a little bit. Dropping McDowell and White back to make sure there's no easy buckets and no cheap fouls. You don't want to give them the length of the court with no time off the clock. Collison's first shot off the rim.
These are also things that make a coach's blood pressure go up, or these missed free throws. And, of course, none of it's being done intentionally. It's just sometimes it gets to be a little contagious.
Collison's second shot off the front of the rim as well. Cram checking in for Nolan Meyer, now trying to defend Ashton Herman. Herman with a little three-point attempt. No good. Ball up. Krogh gets the rebound, but McDowell steals it away. Freed ends up with the ball. Great effort play by Trey McDowell to tip that ball up, and then Jackson Freed comes away with it.
Pretty sure Jackson Freed's our last guy to make a free throw, so good to have him going to the line here.
And Kel Krogg's going to foul out of the game on that one. Student section letting them know. Good wholesome fun on that one.
Yeah. Tell you what, I like the thought of Kel Krogh wearing the black and gold next year.
Freed's first free throw attempt is good.
Hey, Jackson Freed, early foul trouble in the first half, sat the entire second quarter, got a little bit of foul trouble in this half, but boy, he's made some great contributions.
Second free throw attempt is good as well. 9 points on the game for him.
All in the second half. And doing a lot of other things on the floor.
Herman looking to get to the bucket. Does for two. No foul on the play. Freed hands it into McDowell. And they foul him. That's going to be a foul on Cattell. We're going to send Trey McDowell to the line. He'll be shooting two. And with 4.2 seconds remaining, it's looking real close, like we've cinched the Blue Jay victory.
It would be the comeback of all comebacks.
Not sure it's physically possible. McDowell's going to put that first free throw in, giving him 13. Second one good as well. And 4.2 seconds left. Herman's going to throw up a last-second shot, but it's not going to matter. Off the front of the rim. And Blue Jays are victorious, 68-58 in a overall great basketball game. A lot of excitement, a lot of back and forth. Let's make sure there's nothing about a bad handshake line here in Iowa. But looks like a lot of respect between between opponents here, which is what you're hoping for.
Yeah, you know, I just felt like at halftime, trailing 41-40, that if the Blue Jays could really slow that Ballard fast break game down, turn it into a half-court game, and you know what? We held Ballard to 17 points in the second half, held Ashton Herman scoreless in the third quarter when we really took control of the game. Without a doubt, Cale Krogg's foul difficulties made it an uphill climb for Ballard, but just so many strong contributions, some great three-point shooting, clutch three-point shooting there in the fourth quarter, a big one from Colby Collison, big one from Reed Falsgraf, and really the play of Jackson Freed there in the second half. But to me, Patrick, the key was the defense of two guys, Titus Cram and Nolan Meyer,
shutting down their leading scorer.
Yeah, they shut down their leading scorer. And, you
Yep.
know, he's going to come out of here with over 20 points. I don't know how many shots he took. Probably didn't shoot 50% from the field, I would guess. But he had to work for everything. He's going to be a tired kid tonight. And credit those two guys coming off a long football season, but doing a great job defensively. So contributions all around, but those are the two that I would probably single out as making a huge difference on the defensive end.
So what I'm seeing, Trey McDowell with 14, Colby Collison with 18, Nolan Meyer 5, Jackson Freed 9, Falsgraf with 5, Cram 8, Bergeron 2, Everett White 5, and Carter Sandy with 2 points on the game. So you got 9 different guys putting in points, putting in quality minutes. I mean, all of those guys were on the court, you know, both halves, fair amount. Really, really exciting to see that kind of depth from your team as well. You don't always get that, and so.
No, and I think you'd expect to see Colby Collison at the top of the scoring list in most games. Probably Trey McDowell's going to be up there too. But kind of like we talked about with the girls team, you know, it's got to be kind of a by committee thing to see who's going to be those third, fourth, fifth contributors. It's going to change from game to game, and that's what makes, you know, I think the Blue Jays are going to be a tough out this year at any point in time, because there's just so many guys that can beat you on any given night. And if somebody's not at their best, somebody else is going to pick them up, and that's 9 guys. I wish I would have had that problem at some point as a head coach.
So as we get set to wrap up, we're going to have the Legacy Bank player of the game. Are you thinking you want to do co-player of the game?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? All right, I'm good with that.
I
So
do.
we'll do a co-player of the game for the Legacy Bank players of the game, Nolan Meyer and Titus Cram. Great defensive and hustle efforts. Not taking anything away from anybody else, but, you know, shutting down their best scorer for 2 out of 2 quarters completely, pretty much the key there.
Yeah.
And so Legacy Bank, thanks for sponsoring. Legacy Bank, building legacies one customer at a time. With that, we're going to sign off here tonight with a Blue Jay victory from the boys, a tough defeat from the girls, and we'll move on to Friday night for both teams, I believe. So for that,
We'll see you
go
next
Blue
Tuesday.
Jays, and good night.